We're gonna bring out the next comedian to the stage, man. This girl here, don't take her for no weak, man. Don't let this smile fool you. She's a real pretty girl, but she's funny as hell, man. She's a lady. I want y'all to give it up for her. Show her some mad love, man. Miss Abbey Vollman, y'all. Show her some love. A little cute self. Y'all go.
Hey, that's never happened to me before when I've been brought up on stage. Can you play it one more time? Just for I don't normally get that reaction. I like that a lot. Hi. Hi, it's good to be here. I love doing comedy in hookah lounges. It's not my first time. It's actually a quite common occurrence. But I have to say this is the most fun hookah lounge so far I've ever done comedy in. Usually when we do comedy in hookah lounges, it's on like a Monday night. It's 5 p.m. and it's empty. We're doing comedy like for the floor. No, this is great. My name's Abby. I'm from Los Angeles, but I did grow up in Houston, so you guys don't have to hate me, all right? I'm like from here. I like Houston. When I was a kid, I had a really weird job. I worked for a radio station. You guys might have heard of it. It's called Sunny 99.1. Right, Houston's most bland radio station. Also Houston's most low-budget radio station. They hired me at 14 years old to do like canned voices of celebrities because they couldn't afford to pay the celebrities to promote the show. So I actually did the voice of Britney Spears. So if you guys are driving and you hear somebody go like, "Hi, this is Britney, and thank you for listening to Sunny 99.1. That's me. From when I was 14, yeah. No, it's great. This chair is real cool. My old roommate, she kind of had a chair like this just because she was a bitch. She just like thought that highly of herself, you know? It wasn't like her birthday or anything. She just like had a chair like that. I had to move out. That roommate though, she was dating this guy, and like right around Christmas, you know, I kind of suspected that they were gonna break up because he got her a promise ring for Christmas. Yeah, see, okay, thank you. Because let me tell, can I please be honest with y'all for 1 second? Every time I tell that joke, right, the crowd is normally like, oh, well, I mean, that might be, no! Have any of you ever received a promise ring? Do you know what happens after you receive it? You break up. That is what happens when you receive a promise ring. You know who gets promise rings? Navy wives. That is who gets promise rings. Don't ask, don't tell. You know what I mean? Come on. No, so they definitely broke up. Yeah, it's cool to be here. The Olympics are going on. Did y'all see that video of Simone Biles falling off the balance beam? Right? Okay, I saw that video too, and I didn't fucking care, you know? Like, she's the greatest of all time. She's 2 feet tall. She has like 80 gymnastics moves named after her. I'm not worried that she fell off one balance beam. I'd like to see anybody in here just walk in a straight line. Like, I feel like the people who were cyberbullying Simone Biles for falling off the balance beam are the type of people that like use the scooter carts at Walmart, like just cuz. Just cuz. I mean, I guess they're convenient, I don't know. I love your hat, by the way. It looks like a sun underneath. It's really pretty. You're welcome. It's July now. Which means Pride Month is over, but this Pride Month was actually a, what's up? It is, thank you. This Pride Month was actually really exciting for me and my family. This is the first Pride Month that both me and all my younger siblings were out. So I'm bi, my brother's bi, and my sister plays softball. Yeah. She plays D1 too, she's real good at it. My parents, they make hella fruity kids. I don't know if anybody in here has kids, but if you guys want to make your own fruity kids, I recommend this recipe. My mom's an English teacher, my dad is an actor. You put those two things together, you get something like this. We call it a disappointment. Thank you. I invite my parents to a lot of stand-up shows. And inviting your parents to your stand-up shows is a lot like inviting them to an adult ballet recital. You know, like, I don't know how many of you have like been to like comedy shows, but everybody on stage looks so different. And they're all doing very different things. And like somebody's wearing a tutu, and we don't know if that was like planned or if that's just a cool fun thing that person decided to do. Sometimes it's concerning. One of my best friends in the world, he's down real bad, and he uses Bumble a lot. He's going through Bumble, and he's been asking for my advice on how to talk to girls, because I'm supposed to know how to do those things. Because I present myself like the type of person that would know how to have that kind of conversation. Because everything about me screams, hey, she knows how to flirt. She doesn't. No, she doesn't. So yeah, he was like asking for my advice on how to talk to women. And he showed me a text. He's like, what do I say to this? He sent her a message. I was like, hey girl, what are you doing today? She was like, oh, well, I'm going to the mall to buy new shoes, and then I'm going to Walgreens. I would never tell somebody that. We could be married for 88 years, and I would still never tell you that I was going to Walgreens. That's kind of cause for concern. There are 2 reasons that I go to Walgreens personally. 1, to print photos, and because I have a yeast infection. So I guess the only response to that message is, hey girl, are you going to Walgreens to print photos, or do you have a yeast infection? And you can't just ask people that. I don't know. I kind of have personal beef with Walgreens, because on the off chance that like I do have a yeast infection, I do need to go to Walgreens. I feel like every time I go in, they call a meeting in the back, and the manager like gathers everybody around, and they're like, all right boys, Abbey Vollman has a yeast infection. So now we have to rearrange the entire store from the last time that she was here. Have you put the monostat in the greeting card aisle? Think about it. So that way, when she waddles in here at 12:32 a.m. wearing the pajama set she got for Christmas because she's poor, she's not going to be able to find it, right? When she does find it, we're all going to go snort Adderall in the back while she waits. Right before she shoplifts, we'll reveal ourselves and charge her $200. So personally, I go to CVS. I don't give a shit about the environment. What I give a shit is not having to watch myself in those mirrors at Walgreens. They mock you when you're in pain. Do you have a Walgreens card? Why don't you shut the fuck up? I'm just kidding. Let's see. I don't know if anybody knows, but there's this new musical artist. Her name is Olivia Rodrigo. She just released a breakup album called Sour. Right? It's kind of a good title. She's like 17, so it's perfect. It's a good album, and there was a research study done where it reported that 85% of couples that listened to this album broke up within 72 hours. And I think that that's bullshit, because like I listened to it the day it came out, and it only took my boyfriend 24 hours to break up with me. I want to see the science on that. Courtney Love actually took to Facebook to talk about this because she felt like Olivia had copied an iconic photo of her from way back and didn't give her the proper credit. She wrote on Facebook, she said, whatever happened to sending flowers and a card? And like, I kind of side with Courtney Love on that one because she is an expert in funeral etiquette. Oh, that was like 20 years ago. Come on. Look at me, I'm not gonna do nothing to nobody. I don't fight. My ex-boyfriend, he was actually really, really close to making it to the NFL in his head. That just means we talked a lot about his fantasy league. And I still have no idea how that shit works. My ex-boyfriend, he is an irrationally angry person. It's kind of alarming. I used to say, like, I love having an angry boyfriend because he's always mad, but never at me, you know? Some might call it passion. My ex-boyfriend, he is a libertarian. Very interesting thing to be. So pillow talk for us consisted of a lot of Tower 7 questioning. And like now there's less 9/11 going on in my life. And that's awesome. But like I can say with confidence, it's been a couple months. All of my orgasms have been an inside job now, so. It's kind of hacky, but it's fun, right? Here's the thing. Again, like back with the whole flirting, like I'm not good at dating. I like to say that I'm wife material, not girlfriend material. I don't like the dating part. I just want to skip to the part where we're married, we have 3 kids, and we sleep in separate beds. That's what I want. That is where I'm at 21 years old. I like to call myself a butter mouth, not a butter face. I think my face is pretty, but I never shut up. Somebody once told me that I should get a t-shirt that says like, oh my god, I can't believe she doesn't shut the fuck up, with the little butter logo on it. So one day if I get famous and make merch, I think it'll be that. I'll get your t-shirt guy to do it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. No, seriously, like give me your t-shirt guy. Because I feel like I should make some shirts. I don't know. I like to date older men. I'm quite good at it. Okay, well. Hell yeah. Again, awkward. Awkward. Me, not you, me. I tend to date older men. I had a friend tell me that I should stop dating older men because they're immature. So I was like, okay, thank you. I'm gonna go cry now because I feel like that's not being supportive, even if it is factual. It's an oxymoron. No, I date older men, and the last guy I dated, he was 8 years older than me, and I was worried that it was gonna be really awkward. It wasn't. I remember him though talking to me about like the good old days in 2008, you know, when he was using MySpace, and I was like, oh yeah, that was a big year for me too. I lost my 2 front teeth that year. Obama was elected. We were having a great time. It was way better though than the 38-year-old guy I was dating. He and I truly had nothing in common. We're sitting at dinner and he's talking to me about like stocks or some bullshit, you know? And I keep like hearing these words. And I'm like, oh yeah, like my dad does something like that. That's where I know that from. And I asked him, I was like, hey man, like what year did you graduate high school? He was like 1989. I was like, oh fuck, my dad did too. So I kind of knew that things were gonna work out for us. So before I broke up with him, I brought him home to meet my dad. Now they're dating, so. I'm real happy for him. Happy Pride Month. It's always Pride Month. I love that. No, it's great. They're going hunting next week. It's perfect.
Great.
Yeah, it's crazy. I want to get something off my chest here. As if you guys don't know enough about me already. I am bad at measurements, and that sounds like a dick joke, and it's not. I know when that is too small. Have some faith in me. But I don't understand measurements. If you tell me that something is, 8 football fields away, I'm like, oh, what? How did you measure that? They told me my apartment is 614 square feet. I was like, awesome. Just tell me where to put my couch, where it makes sense. This matters. This matters because my good friend, she's married and she's having a baby. And she has one of these baby size tracking apps, that like tracks the growth of her baby. And it makes no sense to me at all. It'll be like, baby Kennedy is now the size of a plum. I can get down with a plum. You have a uterus too. A plum makes sense because we're a 3-dimensional being. Got it. But the bigger the baby gets, the weirder the comparisons get. And I swear to God, It said, "Baby Kennedy is now the size of a Toshiba television." I looked at my friend, I was like, "Jackie, I went to Best Buy last week." There are so many different types of TVs. No, it fucked with me so hard. I had to like sit her down. I was like, "I need to politely excuse myself from your pregnancy until your baby's a human again. Because I can't handle this. I have enough going on." Let's see. I'm gonna leave y'all with some stuff about my job. I work at Buffalo Wild Wings. That shit sucks. Buffalo Wild Wings attracts the stupidest fucking customers, dude. I'm not even sorry at this point. I got in trouble once because a manager had seen my stand-up and they wanted to get me in trouble for slander. And I looked at my manager, I said, "Christopher, every goddamn day people come in here and choose violence. And we don't choose violence enough for me. I need an outlet." No, I like to say that I've been working with B-dubs for like, like 2 years now. I like to say I have like old Denny's waitress energy, you know? I go to work, my hair's a fucking mess. I'm like smoking tableside. And I've seen somebody get murdered at least 3 times. I've swept meth off the floor. Yeah. I've done this cool fun thing though where I've started asking customers what they mean. If anybody's worked customer service, you know that shit's funny as hell because people say the weirdest shit to you. I brought a man a salad the other day. I brought him a Cobb salad. It comes with 1 chicken tender on it. He looked at it, he goes, "Miss, there's too many vegetables on my salad." All right. Instead of killing myself, I went, "Okay, what do you mean?" I'm listening, I'm like, "Okay. So you wanted more chicken. Okay. So did you just want like the idea of ordering a salad, but you, okay. Okay, I got you. You did know this is a chicken restaurant, right? And you can just order, like 150 pieces of chicken. You did, okay, great. Right, I'll go get my manager for you, of course." How am I supposed to sleep at night? How am I supposed to sleep at night? At Buffalo Wild Wings, there's a hierarchy of people you can be. The best you can be is a woman serving in the bar area. All of the women serving in the bar area did some pretty skank things to get there. And they walk around and they're like, "Oh my God, look at me. I make like $3 more an hour." I'm always like, "Girl, there's a difference between sleeping your way to the top and sleeping your way to the top of Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, congrats, Stephanie, you're doing amazing." I've been Abbey Vollman. Thank you so much.
Already. Y'all give it up for Abbey Vollman, y'all.